Hey guys, it's Bang from PC Gaming here, just checking out the new Need for Speed Payback game. Just going to quickly go through the in-game settings now. So I'm using a resolution of 3440 by 1440. Graphics settings are set to Ultra. Ambient occlusion method is AAO, but you can use HBAO as well as SSAO. I'm going to put it back to full, which is the maximum setting. In terms of anti-aliasing method, you only have TAA and FXAA to choose from, TAA being the more demanding setting, so I'll go with that. So the game does feel a little bit bare bones when it comes to the options. No anisotropic filtering and no FOV slider at all. So feeling a little bit like a console port. In terms of graphics, I would say the game is okay looking, nothing amazing, but definitely a bit more detailed than the previous Need for Speed Underground reboot that they tried to bring out in 2015. So far I would say the performance is very hit and miss. I mean, it does play well on a GTX 1080Ti, but the game does skip every now and then, so it's not exactly a smooth experience regardless of what the average frames per second will say. And if you have a look at the CPU usage, it's very high. Even for an 8-core 16-thread CPU like my 5960X, it's still over 60% at times, so you're gonna struggle if you got an i5 quad-core with no hyper-threading. So that'll be interesting to see what the benchmarks are like given on different systems. So this Need for Speed is definitely a lot more story driven than the previous game. It's a bit like a Need for Speed Run without the ridiculous frames per second cap. Very open world as well, on a very big map, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna jump into a race now to show you guys how it looks. So you do get to do side bets as well as the win in the race. So this one is a bet I'll accept. I think I should be able to win the race as well as the side bet as well.
Time to win this. Moving up.
These guys ain't really posing too much of a challenge. Can't wait till I get into something a little bit more beefy than this Honda S2000. But it'll have to do for now. So that's one of the instances where the game skipped. I don't know why it does that. It's hopefully something they can patch out. But it doesn't make for a smooth experience when the game keeps skipping every now and then. For those of you who are wondering, I am using the control pad. I'm actually using an Xbox One control pad. So I'm leaving these guys behind, not even a challenge. Averaging around 80 frames per second, I would say, but there are instances when you can get very close to dropping below 60 frames. So like I said, the performance on this game is very hit and miss. There are places in the game where you will struggle even with a GTX 1080Ti, so it'll be interesting to see what other hardware will do in this game.
Clean run.